the person to enter into the domain or not. And in the another one is
Enterprise admin.
For enterprise admin, the enterprise admin I don't remember.
Okay. The enterprise admin,
First
like
of all,
when we handling the different additional domain, or when you're using the different additional domain and number of users together.
Okay.
So that's a big requirement of enterprise.
Okay, for your information, I'm drawing the picture. This is the domain, this domain. Just a minute. Okay. Now this is my root domain. abcd.com, and this is the child domain. This is also a child domain. Okay, now tell me, while creating this root domain to child domain, what are the prerequisites is required? Noor?
Sorry, I don't get it.
I am telling you, you are going to promote the child domain controller. Now, while performing the child domain controller, what are the prerequisites is required?
What the PDQs? What is mean PDQs?
Prerequisites. What are the prerequisites is required to create child domain controller?
Yeah.
Yes.
IP address should be
No. That is first domain controller is created. While from first domain controller you are prompting for child domain controller. Child domain. What are the prerequisites is required? Steps. Interview ask you this type of question, guys. You got my point? I mean, while you are going to set up for an interview, they will ask you this kind of question. They will not ask you what is the domain controller. You got my point?
So the prerequisites that Siddharth here, it will be in the same domain. Okay, like if it is a root domain is a .com, then the child domain will be also the .com.
No, that is fine. That is fine. What are the main things is required? Without this, you can't even create child domain.
The root, it should have root domain, it should be linked with the root domain, means abcd.com. UK, if it is placed in UK, then it should contain uk.abcd.com.
No. Who can tell me? Okay, I'm telling you.
It reduce the workload as well.
No. I'm just just prerequisites. One single word, prerequisites. What are the things required? Okay, for your information, this is the users, right? This is the users, and while you create the child domain, you definitely need a user, right? Who's that users? This is must be a part of enterprise admin. Then only you will create the child domain. That day I show you, remember? Mohammed, Noor?
And can you repeat again?
I am telling you, while you create first, let's say this is your abcd.com, under this abcd.com you are creating child domain. Now this child domain, first what you need to do, you have to create this domain. First you have to create these machines, and then you have to add that machine to the abcd.com, right?
Okay, right.
Noor, is that okay?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay. So now after you that machine is part of this domain abcd.com, then what the thing is required? Then means now onwards you are this machine, you are creating another domain. That means within existing domain you want to create a different domain controller, different domain, right? That's second options. Now while you doing this, will you able to do it? You got that error message. You got my point? Valid, kindly enter the valid user ID and passwords. What does
Yes,
it
sir.
mean? That means
Because
users who creating or promoting the domain, child domain, he must be the part of root domain enterprise admin. That is the main things. If you not added your user into the enterprise admin, you are not supposed to be the part of child domain promotions. Okay, Rajdeep, what is the name? Rajdeep Swarnakar.
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, so for your information, how much you have read the old video, I don't know, but for your information, we are now talking about the domain controllers. Okay, to be in depth, I am again covering so that everyone should have learned. So generally, whenever there is a big organization, okay, let's say this is a big organization, and these big organizations, all the peoples have, their laptop, desktops, all are connected, right? So last day I told, because everyone we are working based on the certain application. Without application you cannot work. Any kind of data inputs or kind of, let's say Power BI, SAP, this all are run on certain application, right? Now organization needs that application should have security. That means no one can hack your infrastructures. So what is the options? The option is every assets, every application that should be a part of secure domain, right? And this secure domain is Active Directory. So Active Directory not is the part of only IT infrastructure security, is the part of cyber security model as well. Clear?
Oh, exactly.
So in that case, that is why I'm telling everyone, just concept, clear your concept, then life is become easy. I'm asking the question now, every classes next week before we start, we'll definitely ask you the question, and that questions will help you to crack interview. Okay. So generally purpose, while you are promoting the domain controller, once you promote the domain controller, all your assets now able to log in with this user ID. Now Rajdeep is working in Flipkart. Now Rajdeep having their own laptops, their office laptops. Now if I want to use this Rajdeep laptop, will I able to do it or not?
No. Unless and until the Active Directory, the person is entered into the domain, he or she will not be able to log in into the Flipkart.
Exactly. That means Rajdeep, which domain Rajdeep laptops created, that means built, that means flipkart.com domain, you will not allow me to do that, because I do not have any users account created in Flipkart domain, right? So that is why this is kind of security, right? Now the domain is there, security is there. Now where is the concern? Who is holding that domain? Who is holding? Domain controller. Now what is domain controller? Domain controller is a Windows server box, but after install certain roles, it become a domain controller. Now now generally I'm telling you, whenever there is a Windows box, now after and there is another Windows server, and this is to Windows server, okay? This is also Windows server, this is also Windows server. Now this Windows server, generally server used to provide container service, like any of the applications we install there and we get this service from other client. Clear? But domain controller, in terms of, it is not created like that. You can install anything on domain controller because capacity is the more or less same.
But we have to configure the same.
But thing is that we are not installing any application here. Why? Because the purpose is domain controller hold Active Directory database. Domain controller basically help you to understand, it's basically help you to authenticate and validate your request in the domain.
That is the work of the Active Directory, right?
Exactly. So Active Directory, where is the Active Directory located? Definitely on domain controller.
Domain controller.
So domain controller, how come he's holding that Active Directory database? Because ADDS role is installed there.
So basically domain controller is take the authentication action, right?
Exactly. Because controller means what? Controller means is the console, will give you the control. Right? Now Active Directory, how will you manage? Through domain controller. Domain controller is the machine who hold the Active Directory database and also give you the console to manage Active Directory.
We can say it as a gateway, right?
Not gateway, it's a manageable device to manage Active Directory database.
Okay, okay.
Right? So today our topic is, let's say I have an office on UK, I have an office on Canada, I have an office on India, and I have an office on Dubai. Now definitely this office there is a domain controller, this office there is a domain controller, this office there is a domain controller, and this office there is a domain controller. Now what happened? Now tell me, Rajdeep, where is your office? I mean Calcutta, and where is your office?
Sir, basically my office is in Bangalore.
Bangalore. Now in Kolkata?
Sir, there is no office still in Kolkata.
Okay, fine, no problem. No problem. You have an office in Bangalore. Now you are sitting in, you have joined Bangalore office, Flipkart. Now let's say you have a opportunity to work in Kolkata Flipkart, right? So Kolkata office, will you give you another user ID?
No.
No.
Why?
There is a single user ID. They will just authenticate myself to their database.
No. I'm telling you. Let's say your ID was created in Bangalore domain controller, right? Now you are moving to Kolkata. So in Kolkata, will they create a new user ID?
No.
No.
They will synchronize the things.
Then that definitely what happened actually, the domain controller are replicate each other.
Replicate each other, yes.
Clear? That each and every domain controller is replicate each other, and this should be a fine-tuned proper process. Without process, if you are not defined any single process, let's you have created one user here, after 4 hours this user will be available there. Now if you create this replication connection with proper manner, then it will be very easier, within a minutes the user will be replicated. Now being an administrator, his responsibility is day to day manage replication. In case if you found any replication error, okay, you have to troubleshoot. Many interview question asked from this replication error. Noor, is that clear?
Which
It's a kind of.
No, if you have doubt, ask me. Don't be silent. Yeah, ask me, please.
My brain is getting too much, I think, today.
Why?
I can't concentrate today.
Why? Anything problem? I mean, any problem?
No, it's not. It's like because of I think it's not too much practice or something like that. Maybe it's a concept not clear, so I'm not getting on.
Okay, so shall I repeat the concept?
Yes, please.
Okay, where you have not clear? Tell me. I'm requesting.
Not today. Actually, I'm mentally tired, so that's why maybe.
Okay, so I'm requesting everyone, guys, wherever you miss or wherever you want to know. If you, let's see, I'm telling you, don't be shy. Okay, you tell me 10 times, boss, I not understand. This thing I observe only Rajdeep. I mean, not new Rajdeep, old Rajdeep. Okay, so he is also try to clear. This is very good. I am just appreciate everyone, encourage you. Whenever you facing any problems, ask me at single point. Stop me at single point. Tell me, that's again clear the doubts. Clear? Okay. So I am again.
You start recording.
Yeah, recording is going on. Don't worry.
Okay.
So Noor, let's say this is your office A. Okay.
Okay.
This is your office A, and your company is increasing, and he is telling that I am going to create another office in in Switzerland. Okay. So definitely they are going to create this office in Switzerland, and while they create office, they definitely these two office between they have created link, right? What they say, this link called WAN link. Okay. How WAN link means, this is one internet office and there is one internet office. They will contact this internet office, they will set up the connection, and they will create a connection between these two ISP over virtually.
Yeah.
This is called the connections. So now this office A, you have a one domain controller, right? And also, as you know, this company, company definitely install another domain controller here, right? Now I'm telling you, if you do not create Active Directory site and subnet, that doesn't mean that replication will not work. Default replication will work. I mean, the motto is you fine tune your replication. That means fine tune means you have created users, you are expecting within a first 1 minute the user will be replicated. If you do not do it, yes.
So you're creating user both sides.
No, why both sides?
Domain both sides.
I mean, see, the last day what I told. Last day means I can create multiple, domain controller in a single sites. I can create domain controller in different sites, right? Because this is the same company. This is a same company. Let's say bt.com and britishstelecom.com. Okay, so this is the bt.com one domain controller, this is the bt.com another domain controller. Now in this two between office there is a one link connectivity, right? So while this two between one link connectivity your network team has done, so definitely you have to check that the domain controller A and B will be work properly, right? What is the reason? The reason is that replication. The reason motto of his only replication. Got my point?
Yeah.
Clear?
So that's one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, last time as we create the user, okay, so it is take I think approx 5 to 10 minutes to replicate.
Exactly. Because we have not created any, fine tune our replication. That works with default replication model.
Oh, if we create site, so it will reflect a minute. In a minute, right?
Because after we create one of the domain controller here, another domain controller here, right?
Okay.
After we create link between these two domain controller with proper manner, then any users will be created here within a minutes or within 2 to 3 minutes. The user will be visible here, there and there.
Because it's getting replicated.
Exactly. Now being an administrator, what he check? He will check that the replication have any error or not. In case if you find any error in between the replication, that means your replication not working. If your replication not working, then you are facing a lot of problem. Clear or not?
Yes. So Siddharth, what is the troubleshooting way if it is not written? So that can be you tell later on, right?
First I have to create the site and service. Then only I can show you.
Okay.
Yeah. So node is clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear now. So you want to try to say you want to check the error. So we need to.
No, first we have to create different 4 sites. Let's say I create 3 sites. Okay, 3 office, 3 region, 3 office, and after that I will create a connection. Because last day I introduced one thing, that is a router. Because router concept is required. Why? Because this internet provider cannot give you the same IP address, same range of IP address. This internet provider cannot give you same range of IP address. The same way this also cannot give you the same one. So the router, it's mandatory things in between of these connections. Clear or not? So Rajdeep,
it is clear. One question: if there is something issue with the router, so that can be handled by the network team, or it can be handled by our.
No, you no need to do any network devices. Even your WAN link also down, network team will be working like that.
Okay.
This is the background infrastructure. So Rajdeep, it's understand both Rajdeep?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's perfect.
Whenever any doubt, please stop me and ask me the question, because this is very conceptual things. Again, I'm telling you, if you hiding things or you thinking that I will manage from my video, so it will be a bit difficult for you. Video will be, more efficiently work once you learn the raw theory from here. Then after you watch the video, it will work. Clear?
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. Fine. So now what I need to do?
One question here. how does the means think that a company same domain A and B are linked in two different ISPs, means different internet service providers. So how internet service provider will like Jio and yesterday that day you told that one more company. So how they will connect?
This is purely subject on WAN. That is a part of networking.
No, I am saying that domain A is connected with a different ISP and domain B is connected with a different ISP.
Domain B, no, domain controller B.
Oh, sorry, domain controller B.
So I'm telling you, see, the connection will establish by your telecom partner, telecom vendor. Every company have a telecom partner also there, like Jio, Vodafone, MTN. That is their headache. We are not supposed to involve. They have create connectivity between your different office. Now in this, let's say in India, this is a India. So in India you have a who can provide the one connection? Number one is Jio, second is MTNL,
BSNL.
MTNL, next is BSNL, because corporate will not BSNL, okay. Jio, MTNL, and then Tata. Okay, these are the vendor. Now, if you go to your UK office, in UK office there is a different, like BT itself, and then Huawei, HUW, Huawei. Okay. Now, if you go to your US office, that is also called Orange, and also there is a, if you call to your which branch, Scotland office, that is called FT, France Telecom. Now in WAN, wide area networking, there is a many concept in networking. If you learn the CCNA, in CCNA there is a concept called routing protocols. Through these routing protocols, they will find out the route. Got it?
And there's a number of protocols like OSPF and
EIGRP,
this kind of protocols.
Through this RIP protocol, they will find it the routes, they will find out the subnet and create connectivity. Clear? This will not be part of AD team or Windows team. This is the part of network team. Clear? After connection established, all those steps has been done. They will tell you, okay, check. Then what happened? We have to create, because this replication will not work in default replication channel, because this is a different IP, this is a different IP. If you not add them into the same subnet model, Active Directory subnet, how they understood? How they understood in terms of through which traffic, which IP they will send the traffic. Let's say this domain controller will find out that his partner, but he doesn't know which IP subnet I will send. Then only I have to added this IP address into their own subnet and map their sites. Clear? This is called fine tune. Now in terms of question, that's you have a company between UK, US, India and Australia, how you set up your Active Directory infrastructure. One shorted times. Interviewer asks you, you have a company and you are responsible to set up Active Directory infrastructure between UK, US, India and Australia. How will you do that? Then first answer is WAN connectivity through different office in the same single networks. Next is Active Directory site and services. If you still like this answer, they will no extend any questions. So it's clear, everyone? Noor?
Sir, actually the first thing got cleared, but what you said on the second options, that after WAN connection?
After one connection, you have to tell them, you have to configure Active Directory sites and services. Because say I'm telling you, let's say this is the domain controller, and this domain controller know that I have another domain controller in the infrastructure, but I don't know through which IP if I send my traffic and connect with this domain controller. How he know? Because this is this is the IP address 10.10.10.10 and this is the IP address 192.168.10.10, how will know that he will send the traffic to this networks and get this connectivity?
He will not able to set up the connection.
He will not able to set up a connection and it will provide the replication error.
So just let me clear one thing. The Active Directory is basically the container, right?
Active Directory basically a distributed database which hold all the network devices in a single room. That means computer,
Okay.
users, printer, everything. He provide the security, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is who is maintaining the security? Active Directory. So Active Directory definitely have database, and this database, it's not like central database like SQL Server. It is
It's a secure container, right, sir?
it's not the secure container, it's a distributed database. Okay, who can understood Rajdeep what is Active Directory concept? Later on I will modify. Noor, first try and clear his concept. Hello?
Hello, yeah.
So Rajdeep wants to know what is Active Directory. Can you please elaborate?
Active Directory giving them roles, no, for the ADDS.
Now what purpose is Active Directory installed? First question.
Oh.
What purpose?
Like admin purpose, like you want to make a domain controller and stuff like that. You can do everything.
Okay, Muhammad?
Sir, if you're talking about Active Directory, is a kind of database. And database we can say like it's store object user when user trying to log in the machine, so they require a kind of credential there. So they store their credential which authenticate the particular user is who is trying to log in the machine. They give access of all these things. This is the role of Active Directory.
Rajdeep?
Sir, can just I would like to confirm one thing, that can we conclude like that ki a domain controller help to
Wait. No one proper. I'm giving the proper answer. Rajdeep, what is Active Directory? Elaborate him.
Active Directory is an authorized person who allows any authorized person to enter into the domain.
No, concept not
Sir,
clear.
can I give me a statement here?
Yes, please.
That is it clear? Please let me confirm that. Suppose I am a user, I am looking for to log in Facebook. First, the domain controller helps me to matching my password to the actual password where it got located in the Active Directory.
Facebook.
Whenever it is got matched, my domain controller get the access to the further proceedings.
But why Facebook? Facebook is global things. How come your Active Directory no
No,
Facebook?
I am not. This is for Facebook. Any. I am looking for to insert.
This is
looking
very
for to
advanced.
login particular site.
This is very
Right.
advanced thinking. I am asking basic in terms of asking what is Active Directory. That is why I ask many
So that
questions.
is also the kind of we can say it is a kind of centralized thing.
Okay.
Sir,
Active Directory is
it's
just
basically a storage where data storage object.
Okay, fine, guys, understood. This is very crucial. Okay, if we are increasing classes, but we are not understanding the concept, so it will create a huge problem all of us. So that is why I'm asking. That is a question. Okay, guys, just simple things. You are a hardware administrator. You are a hardware administrator, and you are managing in your small office. Let's say 2 computer or 3 computer. 3 computer. What kind of manage you do? Like OS kind of support, like any hardware issue you troubleshoot, like any office product or Outlook is not working, you support. That means your customer support. Every office there is a hardware vendor, hardware persons, IT guys, they are though. So you are managing only 3 systems. Life will be easy for you, right? Now think of it. It will be now 30 machines. Will it be easier for you to manage or no? Will it be, it will be 3,000 machines. Then what you do?
If then we need a certain security personnel to secure the computers.
Even company decide they expand their office to different country, and they say you only the administrator, you will manage. How will you do that?
Then we will set up.
So definitely there's required security tools over there.
Security will come later on. First infrastructure, then security.
Okay.
How will you do that?
We will set up a link between all the companies. First of all, we will set up a link between all the companies.
That is fine. That I understood that you are setting links between all this company. Apart from this, will you able to manage? Let's say
So
I'm telling you.
requires a centralized connection.
That's require a centralized operations. That's anything you do centrally, it will be replicated. That kind of
Exactly.
concept, right? Noor, is that clear?
Yeah.
Mohammed, is that clear?
Yes, that is clear
Then
now.
why you are not telling proper answer when I'm asking? If you have the wrong concept, no, you can't even clear the interview, guys. Try to understand. That is, I'm telling you, force everyone. Because that is why the course was taking huge time. It is not only day to day I'm showing you the classes. After that classes enter and you do not have any options, then it will be a problem for you, right? So whatever you learn, just learn correctly. That is my question. So the concern is centralized management. That means, let's say how many machines you have, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 8,000, no matter. Some portions, some there, you have to do certain configuration. That's all have to replicate to all the machines. Now life will be easier. Now you have a 3,000 machine, you have a 4,000 machine, you have a 10,000 machines. Will it any matter? No. Now if your company thinking that they are creating office in other branch and this branch also have 400 machines, will it be possible to manage or not?
Yes.
How?
Through centralized.
Exactly. Now in centralized, so Active Directory is the centralized management and distributed database which can hold your user desktops, computer, laptop information. It's called Active Directory. Now Active Directory,
What is the meaning here? Distributed database?
distributed database means the database applicable on every Active Directory server. It's called Active Directory distributed. Centralized database or distributed database, what is the difference? SQL server. If you install one of the server in SQL, will you able to expect that this particular database will be available on every SQL server?
No.
That they mean it is a centralized database. Now, once you configure that Active Directory in a domain controller, each domain controller have the NTDS read files. That means database files. It's called distributed database. Not clear, right? It is not clear, right? Okay.
Clear, Siddharth. Now clear.
Okay, I'm telling you, let's say this is your one of the machines you are installing SQL server. You are installing SQL server. Now you have another workstation there, and this server SQL server were not there. So, but they are in the same network, same domain, right? Now, if you install SQL server on there, will it be available on there? No. Why? It is a centralized. That means
centralized should be available everywhere.
centralized means it is point to one single network, one single device. Centralized means it is available only one single device, not for distributed. But whenever the same database is available on these machines, it is called distributed.
Means if same company have branches in USA and India and Europe, then you are saying that if the database of
Okay.
information is linked to America and it is only within the American boundary, then it is centralized.
Okay.
Centralized
I'm telling you
database.
one more thing. There is a Bank of India here. There is a Bank of India here. There is a Bank of India here, and there is a Bank of India here. Now you have created your account on Bank of India India branch.
Okay.
Now you are traveling to UK and you have to manage your bank account and do some fixed deposit kind of things. You go in UK office, enter your credentials, and then you have to create one fixed deposit. Will you able to do it or not?
Yes.
Why? Because the Bank of India, they are managing distributedly. It's called core banking.
No, but the person here can also manage his account of that also, because it is totally under the same domain, right?
Same domain, you are not understanding. A transaction is distributed. The transaction is distributed. Earlier days, what happened? Which branch you have an account, you have to manage from this branch only. Nowadays, you have any office, any branch you have an account, it can manage, transfer, do anything, any branches. It's called core banking. That means transaction distributed. Clear? So Active Directory database is distributed. That means, let's say you have a 2-domain controller, right? I can show you in 2-domain controller, 1 domain controller, and this is another domain controller. AD database also available here, AD database also available here. This is called distributed database. If you have another domain controller, AD database also available here as well. Now how they work? Based on replication. Is that clear or not?
Yes, sir, perfectly clear.
Now any users will be created here. It can be available here. It can be available here. Why?
It is only for distributed, right?
Just because of this is distributed.
Okay. And if it would have been only it would have been only
Non-distributed.
then
Forget about this stuffs.
Centralized.
Forget about this part. Only this portion is there. Let's say any of the users created here. Once you go to this office, again you have to create another user here. Once you go to this office, again you have to create another user here. Will it be possible?
in older days this was the
Forget about older days. This model Active Directory works. It's called distributed database. So in terms of Active Directory is distributed database which hold the information about users, computers, networks, and it's provided user authentications and network security. Clear or not?
user authentication and network security.
Obviously, in your networks, Active Directory provide you the security, right?
Yes.
Am I use your laptops, your office laptop? Because I am not created in my domain. My users is not created under your company domain. So it's kind of security. So who can tell me the exact answer of Active Directory? What is Active Directory? Noor? Wait, Noor?
Yeah.
What is Active Directory?
So Active Directory is like a distribution for database and security and
No. Again mistakes. Mohammed?
Active Directory is basically used for centralized management, okay, for authentication purpose, for the user, you can say like login and all.
Okay, again I'm telling you, please listen and watch. I don't know wherever their minds, please listen, please listen, please listen. Active Directory is distributed database. First point, Active Directory is distributed database which hold the user's computer and other network devices, and also it's provide user authentications and network level security. Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not?
Yes, it does.
Now my question, in Active Directory, everything I understood, database, security. Now who hold this Active Directory? Somewhere he will decide, right?
Sir, who holds the central server?
Who hold this Active Directory domain?
Domain controller.
Who hold this Active Directory? Who hold this Active Directory domain? Who hold this Active Directory domain?
Sir, who holds the central server?
I am telling you, who hold this domain? Let's have create a domain. Who hold this domain?
Active.
Who hold Active Directory? Who hold Active Directory?
Company.
Domain controller database.
Controller data. No.
Because first we install DC, then again install the roles ADD.
Active Directory domain services.
Guys, we have already completed 3 classes. Now if you are telling like this, then what 3 classes you have not even understand any topics. I am asking, what is AD domain? You told yes, Active Directory is a distributed database which hold the user computer database, network devices, as well as it is provide user authentications and security. Now my question, who hold Active Directory database? Simple things.
It is stored in NTDS.
No. Yeah, fine. Understood. This Active Directory database entity is dot. Who hold that database?
Distributed file.
Sir, domain controller.
Yes, domain controller. Simple things, guys. None of the peoples are having concentrate. That is the problem. Domain controllers. That I am asking. Now, my question, Active Directory you have domain created and you have only one domain controller. Now, you are increasing day by day, user are increasing. My question, day by day user are increasing. Day by day users are increasing. Now, just tell me one thing, while you are logging, one user is logging to the domain, first who is validate? Active Directory. So definitely Active Directory hold on domain controller. So definitely the load will come on domain controller. Now one users authenticate, log off, log on. This kind of things will manage by AD. See, he can only manage by 3000 users as well. So one user
additional domain controller.
To work, that means if the same thing happen here, day by day, so one domain controller cannot hold any kind of connections.
Additional domain controller.
So then to overload it, I can create additional domain controller 2, 3, 4, many I can additional domain controller I can create. Is that clear?
Yes.
Exactly.
No, Noor, clear?
Yeah, is it clear? Yeah.
Okay. Mohammed?
Yes, yes. Actually, I have little bit confusion about your question. That's why I'm not able to answer.
No, you have a confusion, you can ask 1000 times. But what I'm telling you now, But what I'm telling you, if you hide anything, it can create a lots of problem. Try to understand, because this is the specialization, guys. Active Directory, Windows Server, it's a specialization. Even I'm telling you, many cloud technologies are now developing, but none of them are work without Active Directory. You got my point? Which topic is this? It's very dangerous, and if you understand the concept, you will be king in future days. So please, it's humble request to everyone, please concept. And whenever I ask FAQ questions answer, try to provide accurate answer. Watch the video 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, multiple times, but I need, whenever I ask question, you guys provide accurate answers. Day to day, single day to end of the classes, if you have a good communications, good understanding, life is very beautiful for you. Clear? So please understood the concept. Whatever in your mind, just keep it, throw it outside and concentrate on study. Okay. In case if you are somewhere, your mind is distract, let me know. I will again repeat, but do not say yes without understanding. So now we understood to how we can distributed the user load or AD load by promoting additional domain controller. Now I am thinking that's to manage. Okay, now I'm thinking that's I have a huge domain and the maintenance very very headache. So what I think, why not we distributed the entire domain or split the entire domain into different domain itself. That means the domain will be different, the different people will manage, but they are part of this company. So my company name is bt.com, bt.com. Now bt.com can available UK. Now bt.com can available US. Now bt.com can available India. Every world they have a one single domain. Now that maintenance definitely on high, because every domain, if you apply any policy, every domain it will be same, right? Now they are deciding, boss, I manage only bt.com from India. According to the country, they manage their own networks, own domain. So you thought, I have a 3 different office. One is UK, another one is US, another one is
India.
Gulf. This office already in India.
Oh.
So the UK office, you split the your infrastructure, AD infrastructure with their different name. That means uk.bt.com and your India and your US office, you want to split us.bt.com. Now your Gulf office, you want to split DUB, that means Dubai.bt.com. Clear? Now what is the benefit I'm telling you guys? Benefit is what? They have their own administration, they have their own administration, they have their own administration. Now you told I am implementing one security policy, but this is create problem on UKBT, this create problem on USBT, and it's create problem on Dubai BT.
Then I will apply different policies over there.
Exactly. While you go for child domain concept, you can apply different policy on different domain. Let's say I'm telling you, you want that after 10 hours no one can use this particular database server, right? In India 10 hours, 11 hours people can stay in India, right? So you have one policy you have applied. Now if you same policy apply for UK, US BT, no one will work. because they're different, their country, they are different rules, right?
Different
That is
time,
why,
different rules.
that is why you have segregate your IT, tell them to manage. Whoever there your UK branch, you will manage their IT. Whoever there in US branch, they will manage their IT, and whoever their Dubai branch, they will manage their IT. So whatever policy you're applying, there is a options. Will you include this, or you only this? Then you said this is only this. Now UK people will they have their different policy. US also they have different policy. DB also have their different policy. That is why child domain comes into the picture. Clear or not?
Clear.
Clear or not?
Clear, sir.
Perfect. Noor, is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear, yeah.
Muhammad?
Yes, Siddharth.
So that is why last time.
Sir, this is distributed system, right?
Definitely it's a distributed. Active Directory whole over it's a distributed.
Exactly.
Now my question is, let's say it's some go on critical part. This is the basic model I'm telling you. Now it might happen that bt.com, this is one domain controller and another domain controller, it's here. That is also, another domain controller, additional domain controller. Same region. Even this child domain, they also have an additional domain controller. And they also have the additional domain controller, and they also have the additional domain controller. So what do you mean by additional domain controller? Two load balanced on primary domain controller and reduced user authentication load.
Multiple domain controller. Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Perfect. So that we just did last 3 classes to understood what, even big practical videos also there, right? You can watch this part. But the basic things I'm telling you that we did on last 3 classes. Active Directory. What is Active Directory? What is domain controller? What is additional domain controller? What is child domain? And what is the purpose of child domain? Is that clear now? If anyone asks you what is child domain and what purpose child domain concept will come. Child domain concept is primary company don't want that they will apply whatever policy. This policy can apply all over world. Because different countries, they have different rules. Now you are applying policy on here, that is also applicable to worldwide, every branches. So you don't need. And also you want to segregate their own IT and their own IT and their own IT. Then child domain comes into the picture. Clear? Now,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now forget about this part. Today practical is I have an office on UK, I have an office on US, I have an office on Santa Clara. Three office I have. Now network team come and set up one connectivity, right? Network team come and they set up a one connectivity. Now
these are all across the world or across.
This is across the world. Across the world.
WAN.
Not only same, even same thing. If it is in the same country, same branch office, it will be different, same things.
Then different policies is not required, no?
Don't confuse. I am telling you, I am creating Active Directory site and subnet. Don't confuse. I'm telling you, this is very dangerous things. This is my UK office. This is my US office, and this is my Dubai office. But I never say that the domain is different. This is a single domain. The domain name is bt.com. Clear or not? Now this office they have IP address 10.10.10.10. This 10.0 /8. This office, their internet connection provided 192.168.10.0, right, by /8, and this office they have provided 197.1 sorry 199 57.10.10.10.10.0. That is a different IP address, right? Now your network team has connected, they have created, in middle of that they have installed a router and they have connected that part. So now you can ping each other country. Now in middle of that AD team will come. They will first create one data first, that that is the first domain controller I've created. Another domain controller he will create it. Another domain controller he will create it. Now I'm telling you, if you not create proper, that means you not tell your domain controller how many different IP segment it's available, and through this different IP segment other domain controller available, your replication will not work. Because how he know? You got my point?
But there should be replication between the domains.
Exactly. So that is why we'll create this AD site and subnet. Is that clear to you or not? AD site and subnet is clear. It's required to replicate the changes over the WAN link.
AD site and
Subnet. It may be country level, it may be same city level, it may be same country level, it may be different Pacific country, whatever you have. The concept is same. Clear? Noor, clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Mohammad?
Yeah, Siddharth, clear.
Perfect. So now what I need to do, I will first create 3 servers and 1 router. Okay. Then I will create these stuffs. Okay, one more thing guys, whenever you do the practical side by side, after complete your practical, you can, if you clean that your machine, that will be more helpful, because if you uncomplete practical then fine, or else just clean that server, that will be more helpful actually. So let me delete first. Because last week we did, we might forget, again I am going to show you.
yeah, last week it was too hectic.
Yes, so that is why I am
It was
showing you.
entering into the brain.
So create server one time, use it multiple time. How? Just because of cloning. Clear? This is the main benefit of virtual machines. Because see, that machine was created on C drive. So do not create on C drive. It will be fault.
Sir, cloning is also, we can say, the replication of server, right?
No. Cloning means you are cloning machines.
Image.
Server image.
Okay.
I am telling you, I am showing you everything's here. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now go to the files, new virtual machines. The virtual file already there. Just, new guys, please check this. While you create these machines, this is this is not there. This is here. He picking that image. Okay, he's picking the image. Next, from here just mention C to E. C to E. Okay, this is your first machine. So this is on my UK. This machine location UK underscore DC. Okay. Okay. Now it is installing, started installing. Got it? Rajdeep, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just installing machines, nothing else. Just installing machines. Now what is server? Now what is DC? All are same. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. After installing, I will clone 4 machines. That means 3 countries DC and 1 single router. Got it?
Sorry.
Yes.
Siddharth, I have one question.
Yes. Yes.
So when you make a new machine, yeah, and for example, new machine I make a domain controller. Okay. Sir, after that I want to make a clone.
No.
So is a
No, it will not work. It will not work.
it's not going to work now.
No.
Okay.
Before apply any changes, raw machine, after create just machine, even it's not recommended after create the virtual machines. Now, as you know, after your domain controller you have created, you can clone, but it is in Active Directory level, it will won't work. Got it?
So it's gonna be, it's gonna be a copy same like Active Directory, everything.
No, it will not work. It will not work. Okay. What you are telling, you understood. That means you are telling create one machines, promote domain controller, and that domain controller you want to claim. It will not work.
It's not gonna work.
No.
We have to install Active Directory again.
That is why you are changing the security ID, no?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That
Our
is-
security ID the same still is not gonna work.
Sorry?
For example, security ID, no, you're not changing the security ID. It's gonna be the same security ID. It's
Then-
still not gonna work.
Then while you join the machine into the domain, it will not join. They will tell you that please make the different identity for these machines, because you have the same security ID. Now you are from Tajnoor from UK. India, there is also Tajnoor, many is Tajnoor available in India. Now if both you guys have differences, what? You have a different national ID, he have different national ID. Now these two people are same, and the same Aadhaar card, voter card. None of them work. No one will get the jobs. The same thing will happen like that. So Rajdeep, it's clearing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's get clear.
Okay, perfect. And so please watch the remaining, video one by one.
Actually, after some hands-on on it, it will be more clear. But before that, conception is let me clear.
Yeah, that I want to know. The conceptions would be clear, and any definition. If anyone asks you, what do you mean by ID? Okay, so you are telling that you are going to do online training. Now tell me what is AD. Now I am not telling you to just set your mind what line by line what I told. No, just what you understood, based on that you can create. You understood it's a distributed database. Fine, you can use distributed database. You understood it can hold that name. I mean, what can user computer
Authentication.
network. You can mention there. Side by side, it allow user to authenticate. You can mention there. Now assemble to in a single words. The definition will come. Clear or not?
Exactly.
Yeah. Now after this practical, now your concept will be more clear. Okay.
Sir, actually the PDF that you shared,
Mhm.
in that PDF there is one terms over there that is also provides the fault tolerance. Sir, can you please elaborate?
Fault
what it
tolerance and load balance more or less same.
means? Okay. Sir, load balance I got to know, understand that whenever a lots of
Fault tolerance
users
means
being-
one fault tolerance means one is fault, another one will work.
Means
okay, it's
ability,
a backup one.
Exactly.
ability
Okay.
to remove the error, ability to mitigate the error.
Mm.
That is fault tolerance.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now this machine was created, right? So what I need to do, just make the power off. Okay. But let it be installed it because this is mandatory thing. It's called VMware tool. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now this machine is up. Just power off and create clone. Manage clone. Now while cloning, you no need to choose pickup OS, nothing else. Just keep it, remember, you will do full cloning instead of link cloning. Okay. Create full cloning. Next. And same things. Just before changing it, make it different name. And this is machine you are creating. Let's say this is for USA underscore DC. Okay. And then you change C to E. Clear? So Noor, last week you did practical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And then-
basically cloning is the mirror image of the
Primary server.
primary one.
The
right?
overall intention to reduce the hectic of further installation. That's it.
But sir, after cloning, the means the updated one which comes by cloning, is it replicated? Means I would like to know
No,
that
no,
the information
replication.
that is stored in the initial one.
Forget about
it is
replication. Forget about replication. Do not terms use in it is just creating the server. Okay, I'm telling you, if I not do the cloning, again you have to install OS, it will take time like that. But if you cloning, just see 1 minute 2 server created. Now I am creating 440 server in a one single day. So if you install every time Windows, it will create a lots of problem. And if you do the cloning within a 15 minutes, you can create at least 10 server. Clear? That is the overall intention.
But you can proceed by means parallelly, right?
Yes, parallel means first you have to power off.
We power off. Then we have to then
Exactly.
clone, Then we have to
No,
again power.
no, sir. I want to know that whenever the first one being is running, at this point of time, parallelly the cloned one is not going to run, right?
No, 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 no. It will not work.
I have one question.
Yes.
Can we do multiple cloning of a primary server?
Yes, that I'm doing now. Multiple cloning I'm doing. First is USADC. Now I'm going to one router. Clear?
So you're gonna change the security ID for
After
the
that,
3 server.
After that, for 3 server, yes. One underscore router.
What is for when?
Router, WAN.
Oh, USA DC we have created. Now we
UK DC you have created, USA DC you have created. Now we are going to create WAN router.
When,
Then another one, this is India DC.
So you try to establish connection to UK to India or Dubai and router.
Yes. Total things I'm telling you, just watch, your concept will be clear end to end.
Then in NCPA we will use the same net ID, that is either 0 or 1. Net, we will go to the net, network adapter, then we will go for the same subnet.
I'll create it, then I'll show you.
This is for India, right?
IND underscore DC. Now just 3 to 4 minutes. 4 minutes I have created 4 server just using cloning. Clear? That is the main benefit of the using cloning. Now after that, what you need to do, power one by one and change the SID. That first machines, no need to change the SID because this is the root machines. Let it power on. Now this is second machines, let it power on. Okay, now what I need to do, just go to run, type sys prep, it will change the security ID. Okay, খোলা আছে। হ্যাঁ, কত কি আছে জানিস? কুলিং মাস্টার থেকে শুরু করে সব কিছু আছে। ওগুলো তো we have this blade server. What do you think? The blade server means all those blade server? No. Inside the blade server, it's called the each and individual blade. It's called a server. That is server, but it is mounted in a chassis. So that is a chassis. Don't think that this is a server. Yes, that is called blade server. Blade server. Now the blade server holding on rack, that is rack server. Now it's changing. That's it. Standalone server and blade server. This is standalone server. বাইরে থেকে করতে বাইরে থেকে করে দিয়েছি। Okay, so same things you have to do. Go to run, say spread. Now after reset the SID, the server will be automatically rebooted. Clear? Now they will tell you it's rebooted, it is server ID requested, then you put accepted and put your password. Guys, always do the same password. That is our
how you did it? Please once show this one.
Which one?
That day I didn't put the password, and that is why I was not able to. Some mistake was happening.
That is your keyboard problem. Something happened.
No, from where did this came? I didn't recognize this one.
Okay. Now this one. After after resetting, I will show you. Right, now all system is now set up. All machine security ID was generated. Perfect. Now just before create domain controller thing, first I want to establish the network connection, right? So for that only select machines, go to settings, go to the network adapter. Here by default it is on NAT, make it on customs.
VNet.
And this customs you can use VNet 0, VNet 1, but which machine is on VNet 0? All machines should be VNet 0. If you make it 1, all machine will be 1, right? Okay, now everything is done. Now what I need to do, first in router, just understood the concept here.
So we're gonna give them additional net card, yeah?
Exactly, great.
Additional.
Network card. That means, see, I have a 3 route. You got my point? One route I have UK, another route I have US. Oh my god. One route I have UK, one route I have US, and one route I have Dubai. So definitely 3 NIC card I need, 3 network card. Rajdeep, is that clear to you?
Yes.
Sir, I don't know the concept of it.
Okay.
What is NIC?
NIC card. Okay, first I am showing you this picture. Okay. NIC card. NIC card basically whenever you are in office where you insert your code, I mean laptop network card, network code to your laptop or office jack, right? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So in laptop,
Mhm.
okay, let's wait. In laptops, not okay. Just wait. Hold on. Motherboard NIC. So in every motherboard, if you have a desktop, you can check the back side. You will see that this kind of slot. That means this is called the network port. You got my
Where the
point?
Ethernet port is got connected. right?
Exactly. This is called the Ethernet port. Pure technical term, it's called Ethernet port.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is developed by IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering Organizations. It was developed, Ethernet card. And this card, it's hold the network cables, right?
Yeah.
So now, here in motherboard you can see by default 1. But if I mean, here it is 2, but in general motherboard they have only 1. Now extra if I need, then I have to option that NIC card I have to add it in PCI slot. Clear?
Okay.
In PCI slot, in this is a PCI slot, in this particular PCI slot you have to add it
You
that
can
NIC.
add an additional one.
Exactly. So this is NIC card. Now come to the router.
Okay.
Cisco router 3200, lowest model. Now see, did you see the router background backside there is a port?
Yes, sir.
Now-
Which one I use? There are 4:1.
Exactly. Now what does it mean? That means this particular router can ability that kind of network. Each port will hold each networks. Each port will hold each network. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This router can hold 16 network. This router can hold 16 networks. So now here my router, how many NIC card need?
3.
3. Is that clear to you?
Okay. Yes, sir.
For one for UK, another for US, another for India.
Mm.
Clear?
Exactly.
But we are creating virtual network. So just create settings and add the networks. one networks, another networks. By default one network was there, right?
I couldn't get it. One show once more.
And
So
go to-
sir, there are two virtual connections are required, right?
okay, let me know how many networks you have. One for UK DC, another for USA DC, another for India DC. How many networks?
3 networks. Already there is one present, so we need more 2.
More 2.
Exactly. That means our basic connection is already done, and there's required an additional two virtual
2
connections.
exactly, but that 2 also in the same VNet 0. Clear?
Okay.
That 2 also have the same VNet 0. Clear or not? Perfect?
Yes, sir.
Got it. Now I first establish the connection between, now understood the concept. So Noor Azam, I think the concept is clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Siddharth, it's clear.
Okay. Now this is one of the DC and this is one of the DC. This is one of the DC. In middle of that there is a router. Now if I add from here to here and then here to here and then here to here, so definitely this connection between this should be green. Green means connected, right?
Already.
This should be green, right? From this hands to this hand should be green, right? That should be green. The same way this hand to this hand should be green. Clear?
Yes.
Now just understood the concept, guys. I am giving here IP address 10.10.10. So if I give IP address something different, will it be ping each other? No. So this hand should be 10.10.10.11. Now this network server IP address is 192.168.10.10. So definitely this hand IP address will be 192.168.10.11. Clear or not? Now this network is 140.10.10.10. So definitely this should be 140.10.10.10. Clear or not?
How 10? It's 11.
Oh sorry, it's 11.
It's 11.
Yeah, it's 11. Now after it's create this, then this to this okay, this to this okay, this to this okay. At the end what I need to do, I will install the router engine here. That engine will connect end to end. Clear or not? Clear or not? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So now for that only what I need to do, just go to the settings, set up the IP address accordingly. Now I am going to renaming it, okay, so that it will be more easier for you. So this would be this is for UK route, UK underscore route. This is for US underscore route, and this is for India underscore route. Fine. Now UK route, I need the IP address should be 10.10.10.10. That's it. In India US route, I need the IP address should be 192.168.10.10. Sorry, 192.168.10.10. And India route IP should be 140.10.10.10. Right? Perfect? Clear?
Yeah,
Now-
so it's a 3 different class IP address.
Exactly. This is a 3 different class IP address. Now consecutive machines, I will have the same IP range. So just keep it in mind. 10.10.10.10. So this machine will be 10.10.10.11. But here the default gateway should be router address. Then only the traffics will come, right? Let's say one packet is moving from here, it will comes. Now how the packet will be moved from there? Definitely if we not put your router address there, the packet will not move. So first I have to use default gateway as my router address, that is 10.10.11. Once you put, then packet will resolve here, then packet will go router there, then it will be go to the destination. Clear or not? Azam, clear?
Yes, Siddharth, I'm getting you. I'm getting your point.
No, clear?
Yeah, because
Can you please repeat again? Actually,
Sorry.
the thing is that sir, the mediator part means yes, the central box means that
It will be the gateway.
Address
It will be
come
the
first
gateway.
to the mediator point, right?
It will be the gateway. You got my point? This is called the gateway. This is
Okay.
called the gateway. Clear? Okay. So now this packets, if I not put the router IP here, the packet will not move. It will be dropped here. Now I am sending packet from here to here.
Sir, here I have a question. Can you please give me a real-time example? Means real-life example. It will better to understand.
A real time example means okay, fine. Let's say you understood Bengali, me understood Hindi, Noor understood Urdu, and Azam understood Urdu, right? Sorry, Azam understood Urdu and Noor understood Pushtu, right? You understood? I mean, Noor, you know Pushtu, right?
no, but it's a it's an example. For example, I understand Tamil, so it's alright.
Okay, yeah. He is Tamil, yeah, definitely. Now, will they communicate each other?
No.
No. Now what is required? In middle of that, we need to know English language, so that we'll communicate here each, right? So English language here is router IP address. If I put here, then only packet will move. Clear or not?
Okay.
So that's I'm going now. So here router IP will be 10.10.10.10. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. It's a router address. It's a router.
So we need to put actually one router IP address.
Yes.
For default
10.10.10.
gateway.
That I'm putting here as a default gateway. Mole have na bhai.
Well, sir, here I have one question that on a single time you are putting a particular network to the router to route a single network to another point.
Actually,
When
what
it
is
is
the
being done,
actually
you
the
are
what-
putting another network to the router to route another network to the destination.
At the end, I will hold all the route in the single way. That means this is the one corridor. Now you can move from this to this, but you are not eligible from this to this, right? Now if you want to reach the thing, in middle of that you have to set up a bridge. So router engine will be a bridge. He will allow the open door so that all can move each other, each corridor.
By direction. Okay.
Clear?
Mm-hmm.
So router is basically called gateway device. Router is basically called the gateway device. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now I have set up connection between US and US WAN router. How will I know? Then I have to ping each other. That is the options. Ping 10.10.10.10. Definitely I am getting a request timeout. Why? Because I have not disabled the firewall. Now what is firewall? Firewall is the features will protect you from external hacking or any kind of viruses. By default, after you install Windows Server, firewall is on. So it depends. Some people say you can disable the firewall for communication. Some people say do not disable the firewall. You can add a port. So both I'm telling you. Just go to the firewall.cpl. And this firewall.cpl, if you go from turn off, then turn off this and turn off this, then click on OK, firewall will be off. Then every infrastructure you have to off this firewall. But this is not at all accepted. In real organization, because in many moments the system can be infected virus. If your infrastructure is on connected internet, system anywhere can be infected virus.
Then what will happen if we do not close the firewall, if we make it as in
on
position,
yes
on position,
There is a partial
connect na.
In case if you are not disable the firewall, your question how the communication will work, right?
Yes.
Then you have to add the exclusion here. Allow app feature through Windows Firewall. Here you have to go change settings. Only allow this option, file and printer sharing. Clear or not?
File and printer sharing.
Every machines you have to do the same settings. Clear or not? This is the small things. Information is
Sorry, is not any shortcut to turn off the firewall all the machine together.
That is the options in GPO, but after you install domain controller, the GPO will work, right? If you do not have domain controller, how you do that?
Is like you need to go to each machine and turn off is like quite headache, no? Like just turn off all together.
Yeah, that is the first of all you are establish the office setup, boss, because you are now creating an office. It's a huge headache. So
Yeah.
definitely some little of things you have to do understood. File and printer sharing. If it is not, it is showing gray out, then click on change setting options. Okay. Make it on. Keep it in mind, after domain join, another window will come. Here you see public, private. Now domain promotion, it will come domain. Then you have to stop domain as well. Select domain as well. Keep it in mind. And router itself. And last one is India DC. Clear? Now see what happened. Now from this UK DC, if you ping, okay, just a minute, 1 minute, water break, just a minute. I'm back. Now, if I ping 10, sorry, it's pinging each other.
Yeah.
From UKDC, I'm pinging from where? Just understood. I'm pinging from UKDC to router. So definitely I will try router to, okay, do one thing. For your understanding. Oh. Anyway. Okay. Now one route is established, right? That means our UK. UK to router. UK to router route is established. Now from UK to US,
India. US, yeah.
India, I cannot ping because in middle of that engine was not there. The same wise from UK to US I was not ping because same way engine was not there. So now I'm going to create
Turn on engine.
turn on, not turn on, engine turn on was last. Now what I do,
Oh.
I will do US to router connections, then I'll make it green. So that's what I did. I have connected from UK DC to one router, then I'm going to one router to UK DC as well. Ping 10.10.10.11. Definitely it will work. Now I'm coming to USA DC, and before that USA DC, what is the if you divert your mind, you never will understand simple things. Just concentrate here. One-sided route we have created, UK route. Now I am going to create US route. Now I am going to create US route. What US route options is 192.168.10.10. Okay. One, Rajdeep is clearing now.
Yes, sir.
Tell me where if you're stuck, because this is very conceptual things I'm telling you. 192.168 10.11. Put enter, subnet will come. Then the default gateway is 192.168 10.10 is the router IP address. Clear? Perfect. Now I have to ping the router. Ping 192.168. Oh, sorry. .10. Will it work? From one router, ping 192.168.10.11. Perfect. Then make it green. Then make it green. Oh my god.
It will become black, not green.
Sir, actually, there is a
Okay. No, this is actually ending. That's it. Oh, this is also
I think some space is there, Siddharth. You can reduce that.
That's required perfect firewall.
maybe whatever. Black is established connection. Okay. What to do? What to do? Then just ping. It's working fine. Then now it's India route. Okay. Now if I India route,
To one router.
India route, what will be the answer? What will be the IP address? 142.10.10.10. So what will be the India IP address? Who can tell?
140.10.10.11.
Yes. Rajdeep, clear na?
Sir, actually there is an addition, means one increases on because of two connecting with the router, right?
We are actually, we are actually creating connectivity between these three node just using router. Now before router have to connect, I have to hands connect, right? From India to India router, from US to US router side, from UK to US router side. That has to be connect first. Then only we are able to connect, right? Clear? Yeah. So that way we have to provide the similar IP address. Without similar IP address, it will not ping.
No.
Clear?
140.10.11.
Same thing I have to provide 140.10.10.10. Perfect.
Default to go 10.
Yes. Now what will happen? As I disable the firewall, I will allow the firewall to every machine. Now I am going to ping 140.10.10.10.
10. 10.
It's working. From go to the one router, ping 140.10.10.11. Fine. Now just understood the concept. Just understand the concept. So here all porters connection is okay, but in middle of that there is blank. I have to implement the routing engine. Okay. And that routing engine, after we implement the routing engine, the connection will be established. Clear? So for that only, if I ping from UK DC to India, it will not work. Ping 140.10.10.10 minus T. You see that it is getting timeout. The same things from USDC ping to 10.10.10.11 minus T. T means continuous pinging. It will not work. Request amount. The same things if I ping 11 minus T. Request amount. After entering the routing engine, now all will start pinging. Okay, Rajdeep, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If any doubts, please ask question. I'm telling you again. Don't be wait further I query and you fail. That's not I'm expecting from you.
What is happening?
Now I am installing the router engine. I'm now going to install routing engine so that all network can ping each other. Clear? That is a Windows role. If you follow the earlier videos, you can see I already covered the router there. Now we can use Windows Server as a router. Now installing one specific role, that is remote access. Clear?
Okay.
Remote access.
Just installing next, you will see the routing option there. Click on next, 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 install.
Remote access, then routing.
It will automatically come. You don't no need to worry about it. After we configure this routing engine, you can see all will be pinging each other. Right now all network is down. After we set up, it will be work. Fine, it is installed. Then where you have to go? No. Go to tools.
Manage.
From tools, there is the options, routing and
Remote.
remote access. Yeah. Now see, the engine is on down state. After we install role, engine is created, but it is stop state. You have to start this engine. Configure and enable routing. Click on next. Now select custom configuration. Go to the next. LAN routing. Next.
Why
Finish.
we are going for LAN routing? It should be WAN routing. Yeah.
LAN routing. WAN routing is different. I am making name is WAN router. That doesn't mean it's a WAN routing. It's a LAN routing. Local LAN.
Oh, router within the thing,
Yes,
that
yes.
is why we are using LAN routing.
Start service.
Within the same body, we use LAN routing.
Exactly.
To add a routing and remote services.
Now you see. Did it come? Now you see. Did it come? Now you see. Did it come? From UK?
Now, sir, this is for the which means connection being established?
Connection being established between all three your office. UK office, US office, India office through router. If one router not pinging, how come ping coming over these networks? Is that clear? Now my network part is over. Now again I am coming to create Active Directory, right? So now I am going to perform the DC promotions. I will promote this UK machines, Windows Server to Active Directory domain controller. To be in anything as I told, it's come under the roles and features. Now I am going to promote this machine as a Active Directory domain controller. So this is by server manager. From there, add roles and features. Next, and we have to install Active Directory domain services. Clear? I am going to promote Active Directory domain. I am going to create AD domain. Okay. AD domain I am going to create, but for that only you have to install ADDS services. After install ADDS services, we have to configure these ADDS services. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Just consider this scenario. This is a paint. So in paint, this is one machines, this is one machines. Those are Windows Server. Now the difference is, in this machine you have installed ADDS role, but in ADDS role this is not installed here. That is called it is Windows Server, and that is called it is ADDS server. Right? After you install ADDS role, once you configure it, then your this inside that domain will become a create Active Directory database and it become a forest and domain. Clear? Now this is your domain and where it is holded on these particular machines. Clear or not?
After we Active Directory domain services are installed and configured, then
Domain will created.
then domain will be created.
Now who is holding the domain? Domain controller.
controller.
Now in this domain controller you can add laptop, desktop, user, computer, whatever you have. Clear? Rajdeep?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Roles are installing only. After roles install, after install we will configure this. Now see, there is an exclamation warning coming and there is an option saying promote this server to a domain controller. Now what is my domain name? As I told,
Add a domain controller to add a new forest.
add a new forest,
CTS.
bt.com. Okay. Now here you have to put your DSRM password. This is directory service restore mode password. Okay, that is will required later on while you restore the Active Directory. So, Rajdeep, I think it will be clearing you, right?
Sir, actually, I think there is required some hands-on on it, and later on, currently it's got cleared. But whenever it is directly done by me, it will be more clear in focus.
Now you see there is one error happen. Okay, prerequisites error. How you can eliminate it? So go to the conf mgmt.msc users administrator set password. Done. After that, go to previous again, go to the next, problem will solve. Today morning, while Rajdeep doing practice, he is facing these problems. Now he rectified this problem, how he can resolve. That is why hands-on is required. Clear? So till now, Noor, Azam, I think it's clear to you, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
Because you guys are, you have day one, your concept, you are clearing your concept. So I believe it will be clearing for you guys. But Rajdeep has recently joined, so I requested Rajdeep, please go through all pending 5 videos. Clear?
Without one question.
Yes.
Okay. This is part of active directory only. Actually, I heard about lingering object. What is
Yes.
lingering object?
Definitely I will cover you. Lingering object means in case any object you have deleted, that
Object means like user, right?
users.
Okay.
Any object you have deleted in AD, that users in Active Directory deleted object, it will stay 180 days or 160 days. After 180 days or 160 days, the AD will permanently delete that object. Got it?
Okay.
Now, let's you have take a backups, right? Just now we have taken Active Directory backups and deleted one of the Active Directory object, right?
Okay.
And after that, somehow your domain controller is crashed and you have installed this domain controller after deleted 180 days, and that means after 180 days when Active Directory complete his delete cycle, then you restore this faulty domain controller, then the lingering object is created. It's called the stale object. Now what happened? If you not clear your stale object in Active Directory, it will not allow you to replicate. Okay. So in Microsoft there is a tool, lingering liquidator. Through this lingering liquidator, it will find out lingering object and delete object accordingly. This is purely L3 level question. Wipro, whenever I have given the interview on Wipro, they will ask that questions. I don't know where you have get it, but this is really very attractive question in Active Directory. Good.
Actually, I asked from actually one PDF option in given there. That's what
I will make you hands-on, don't worry. I will make you hands-on that lingering objects. Whatever in Active Directory Windows Server, everything guys you will learn, everything I will discuss. That's what the time duration is huge. Okay.
Yes, yes. I require that only.
Every portion interviewer ask question, you at least try that kind of knowledge. But you guys please make promise. That's the video what I sharing. You have to learn end to end. Whenever you take time, watch it. Let's say you are moving, traveling towards office, watch it. Once you are feeling free, watch it. Now if you watching 1, 2, 3, 4 times, no, it will be clearing as well as learn it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Noor,
Yeah.
you're listening, right?
Noor is tired.
You're trying, I guess. After the class, just go and watch a cup of beer and then watch movie. You will be relaxed.
Actually, I think it's today I feeling not like concentrate too much, so that's why.
No worries. You have a video support. After you refresh on that, just watch the video. Okay. And then come back to me. And which date, who is taking practical, let me know. Monday, Noor as per the schedule. Tuesday is Azam. Wednesday, Rajdeep Old. And
Okay.
Thursday, Rajdeep New. Okay.
Okay.
But
okay, sir.
the Rajdeep New, whoever doing this practical, Rajdeep Old will support. Clear? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So 1 or 2 class if you shadow, then Rajdeep will be a champ. Now Rajdeep Old also, earlier he was not able to do practical alone. But now last 2 practical he is doing alone. So that makes the confidence level high. Got it? Good. So my domain controller is promoted. Okay, my domain controller is promoted, but listen, it will be by default located at user connection. If you go to the who am I, it's a command that's saying the domain/user, this user is totally invalid, it is not work here in Active Directory, so make it log off.
But I'm not able to see anything.
Sorry, I mean it's not shared.
I'm not able to see anything on your screen. Let me reconnect again. Wait.
Okay, shall I reconnect? I mean, shall I share my screen again?
No, sir, it's perfectly coming. No issue.
Okay. Okay, it's clear now.
No, sir. Yeah, Siddharth, I joined now. So again, can you repeat this back again?
Okay, so now I'm sharing again. It's clear now. It's clear now.
No, I'm seeing your presenting screen, not the. Can you minimize this?
Yes. Now?
Yeah, now. So what you are telling the command? Who am I? Can you repeat
This
that?
is called who am I? Who am I? Who am I will tell you which users you are logged in. Okay.
Mhm.
The command name is, just go to there. It's called who am I. Then it's saying you are BT administrator. Clear? Earlier it was showing you are BT users. Now AD is created, guys. You cannot use your Active Directory with administrator account, right? Then you have to create a domain admins on users. Let's open Active Directory esa.msc. Azam, I'm going to mute you, okay? Now Active Directory console is open. See, generally after you create the fresh copy of Active Directory, there is no user are there. Now I am going to create one domain users. Like Rajdeep is working in Flipkart. So in Flipkart domain, okay, Rajdeep user was created. Am I right, Rajdeep?
Yes, sir.
How the users is created like that. Let's say this is a flipkart.com instead of bt.com. Now Flipkart administrator will go and click on users, new, and then users. Now he create username Rajdeep. Okay.
tpmohchm@flipkart.com.
Yes. Now it is on bt.com. So okay.
According to the domain name.
Exactly. Rajdeep S, Swarnakar S, and click on next. So these portions I also have, these things I have also discussed in previous video. I guess everyone is aware on it. That means this option, if you check it, password never expire options, but normally it is very dangerous, because if the user is left for the organization, it will not expire, and it might be a secure vulnerability issue. So do not options it, make it this option, that is user must change password to the next login. But due to educational purpose, I am doing Microsoft never expire options. Clear?
Okay.
So like consider yourself that whenever you have joined Flipkart, after your user created, you are login with their password, you will get a prompt to change the password or not.
Yes, sir.
Then this
and
option.
every time when I'm going to change the password, it is given towards at my side as well to the administrator.
Exactly. So that option was changed. That option was there. That is why you get prompted. Now Rajdeep user was created, and Rajdeep now he cannot do anything until and unless I make them domain admin rights. If you watch the last to last video, everything I have discussed about the domain admin, enterprise admin, global group, unique group, universal groups, just watch the video, you will get all those stuffs, right? So this is chain, like chain. One video if you miss, then it will be, create a problem for next one. So here in member of, I'll just add it, domain admin, check name. Okay. Now Rajdeep will have is a domain admin of this. Now he is a superman. He can join everything. Now just think of it. Other working DC are, I have to manage other working DC as well. Got it? Got my point? So what I need to do, every machines should be the part of this domain, right? So now what I need to do, here I am creating Active Directory site and subnet, so that after the machines will join into the domain, they will part of this Active Directory site and subnet. This part is now purely configured. Guys, please concentrate here. Okay. Now I am going to create AD subnet. Okay. So for that only, just go to the Active Directory administrator. There is the options Active Directory sites and services. In Active Directory sites and services, if you click on it.
Sorry, can you go back again? What you click?
Okay. So I am just telling that concept. I'm telling you guys. Okay. Wait. I'm telling you the concept. Now you have promote this domain controller. It's now promoted in DC, right? This domain controller is promoted in DC. Okay. Now I am creating one Active Directory site and subnet, one site and subnet setting, so that other machine, whenever we have promoted these machines, they will automatically join this domain din site. Got it?
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Now in this Active Directory sites and subnet, there is everything is blank, right? So what I need to do, first I will create IP address. Okay, first I'll create the site. So this is the default site. Okay, so I'm just make it rename. The site name is this is for UK to just call UK. This site is UK.
UK to router.
No, normally UK. Then I'm going to create another site, US. This is the default site link. Through this the site will work, and I'm going to create another new site, that is India, default site link. Side by side, I will say I also added new IP
Site.
New IP address.
Okay. So you clicking right click, yeah?
Yes. Just here new subnet. Just added new subnet. What is your India subnet? India subnet is 140.10.10. Not 11. Just put the network address. That is 25. That is why first class. Remember first class routing and subnet. Remember first class routing and subnet /25. Clear? Or you can set it 24. That means 3 blocks will have the same things. So this is on 10.10.10. This series network is for India route. And I'm getting another subnet. This is for 10.10.10.0/24. Which network is this?
US.
UK.
UK.
This is for UK route. And another subnet, new subnet. This is for 192.168.10.0/24. Which subnet? This is for US. Now 3 subnet is added there with 3 different sites. Clear? Now let's see that magic. While you created this DC, that the site is come default site, right? Now while you promoted this domain controller, you will say the site will be UK, you will say the site will be US. Clear? Now I am telling you, you have created subnet and created site as well. Now next time whenever you will added this additional domain controller, no, in additional domain controller will automatically detect that site. I am showing you. Let's say I am doing that in UK DC I have done, right? UK domain controller I have done. Now I am going to create USA DC. Now same things I have to do. Add roles and features. Next. Okay. For here, guys, just domain controller name you have to change it. Otherwise, it will create a problem for you. Okay. I might forget the first UK DC name anyway, so do not have options now. Because once you create a domain controller, you cannot change the domain name as well. I mean computer name as well.
You can't change it computer name after that?
No, enter Active Directory is finish. If you do this, then it is on UKDC. Sorry, it is on USA _ DC. The same like India DC as well. Let's now I'm going to same things. Fine. Now I'm directly from there going to promote the server to a domain controller. Either you can go for warning options, I mean this exclamation options, or directly I'm going to. Now this time I have to select add a new domain controller to an existing forest. Clear? And my parent domain name is Rajdeep S. And domain name was bt/. But it will not work. Why? Why it is not work? Who can tell me the answer? If you tell me the answer, then I am telling you guys, you have a good career in AD. It will not work.
I think you'll not give the bt/.
No, I have given.
The BT has been given. It is not.
Because if you give simple name also, I think it
Actually, here you written as Rajdeep S capital.
That is not an issue. That's not a deal. Who can tell me why it is not work? Why it will not work?
Because it is not joined in the domain.
Partially right.
It is not joined in the domain. That is
Partially
why
right.
it will not.
To be into the domain, what the option is required? To part of this domain, what option is required?
Why you write on slash? Why you write on slash?
Yes, the slashes denote the domain. Slashes denote the domain. But
You don't need to write on slash. You just write on the Rajdeep as a domain admin.
no, that's fine. But if I do it Rajdeep, the machine will not understand now which domain Rajdeep is you are telling. So now what is option? The option is either you have to join this machine to your bt.com domain and then promote this additional domain controller, right? But if I join this domain, what the things is required? What is the mandatory things? DNS. Guys, what you are telling, what you are doing? DNS is the mandatory. Now, who has fast your domain controller? UKDC, right? So UKDC IP will be your primary DNS. UKDC IP will be your primary DNS. Now you can ping bt.com. Clear? Now you can first add them machine into the domain, then you promote that domain controller. Okay? Properties. Rajdeep.
Yes, sir.
Where is your sound, man?
In every step there is something new required. And every time something little bit we forget. That's why.
Now welcome to bt.com, right? Now is this machine is part of BT domain. Now from this domain I will promote domain controller. Clear? The same like I'll do the same thing on India as well.
And USA also.
Yes. USA already did. Now I'm going to doing on India as well. UK was first I've created domain controller on UK. Now I have joined USDC into the UK domain machines. I like domain. So same things, India will be the part of UK domain, right? Right now if you're doing the ping, if you're doing the ping bt.com, it will not work. Why? Tell me why?
No, because it is not joined in the domain.
Forget about it. The domain is not pinging. What is the reason?
And the domain name bola se DNS is not there.
DNS is not there. Yes. DNS is not there. But guys, I'm telling you, after join this DNS, it will be create a lots of problem because fine. Now you will be able to ping that bt.com. Okay.
It's not working.
But it's not working because that firewall, it's already created with domain. Now if I go to the firewall, domain firewall have to mark. Go to the app features, same thing, go to the
File and print.
File and printer
is already there, na?
already there, fine, no problem. Then why not? What's not make the problem? Because here
India DC check for India DC firewall.
I think you need to turn it off completely.
Let's see, if it is not working, then for the timing I have to disable firewall for every machines. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's
first it will comes to router, so definitely I have to disable the firewall from router end. For the timing, if it is not working, the firewall disable is the primary solution. Okay. Firewall is disabled for every machines. I have already have disabled, right?
yeah. Mm,
No.
no, it's gonna work now.
Let's see. Still.
No, you need to check the DNS IP address.
Okay. Why? Because this is the router address.
Yeah.
This is the router address I've given as a DNS. That is the reason it is not working. Clear?
Now it's working.
Perfect. Now,
So we waste our time for firewall.
yeah, anyway, no problem. Later on we can do it. No problem. So,
Firewall is still in off condition.
firewall is set in off conditions. So now what I changed the domain to bt.com. Rajdeep is sitting here, he is telling me, give me a vitamin tablets. I have totally lost out.
No, sir. Actually, there's something. It's required a load balancing for me.
Actually, Rajdeep, rest of the practical is pending for Rajdeep. That's why. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
server administrator now it is highest paying, because it is the highest paying. No one will, compare in other terms of software developer and all. That is the reason. That is the reason. Okay. I think Rajdeep surely will take vitamin
But
tablet.
the thing is that, sir, it's really interesting.
Definitely it is interesting. First it will create your headache, then this head will be on top of head. Okay.
Yes.
So USA DC is already joined, India DC is already joined, right?
Mm.
এটা created তখন থেকে ওই DC যখন install হবে তখন user টা create হয়ে যায়. Now see that, guys, from India DC I will add now from there I will add this computer machine to a domain. I mean from this domain machines to domain controller. Okay. Now for that only I am just adding ADDS Active Directory Domain Services role. ADDS role install হচ্ছে. Now after that I promote this, because see, this is actually, just come to that picture. This is the domain controller, this is the domain controller, this is the domain controller. Now you have promoted, this is domain controller. You have to promote it, this has to be a domain controller, right? And then this has to be a domain controller, right? Then it will create an active directory site and subnet. Got my point? Yeah. Now I am just see, add, now the option very smoothly coming, add a domain controller to an existing domain, right? Now see guys, you will see that while I doing the configure, no, it will automatically detect it, this site name automatically come US. Just see and watch. Instead of default, it will automatically come US sites. Sorry, India sites. Okay, because this is India machine, it will come India sites. Because that site was created in the UK Active Directory Sites and Services. Just think this one. Just this one. That is why it is scanning that machines and tell him that you are going to India sites folders. Great.
But how they are knowing that it is?
That is the brain of Active Directory. That is why it's called Active Directory is the brain of the networks. Take a 2 to 3 vitamin tablets, then only it will be easier for you to understand. Now see, the replications, this is my first, this is UK domain controller, I forget to change the name, that is why it's showing like big name. So always select the any domain controller. Now click next. Click next. Right now I'm showing you in India there is no machine inside it. No machine inside it, right? After that you can see the machine will be come here automatically once it is promoted. Once it is installed, you will see that machine will come inside that folders. So same thing I will do for USA DC as well. Add domain controller to an existing domain. Click on next. Now you'll see that US site will automatically come. Do you see that? Same thing, click on next and install. After that, the same thing, the machine will be come here, USA as well. Right now see, just UK. If you click on server, DC you are showing. But none of the DC is promoted for India and UK as well. Now they are promoting, after promoting they will be available here. Then I will create site link. Cost factor will come after that. I think India was created, but it will take some time to replicate. It's take very India DC come. Clear? The links come after US. Everything traffic down, moving over the WAN router. Now WAN router is crashed, everything is forget. That is the backbone of this infrastructure, router. It's very complex practical, very complex practical. Now the movie size is almost 2.5 hours. It even not even published to Netflix as well.
Siddharth, this is a very, long practical till we start.
I mean, the day you will do the practicals, at least 5 hours it will take minimum. Okay, now let me draw the picture again, okay, so that it will be easier for you. Now, as you guys know, this is my India office, this is my UK office, and this is my USA office. Through a router, this all are connected. Clear? Fine. I have added subnet, site and subnet there. I have already added site and subnet. This is my site and subnet already created. Based on that, they are
Here, what is the use of site and subnet?
Site and subnet means you are telling your domain controller from where this domain controller belongs to. Let's say I'm telling you, you guys are 3 friends, right? Now you are staying in UK, another friend staying in US, and another friend staying in Canada. How will you know that? Where your friend is staying? If you want to meet them, how will you know that? You must have that knowledge. So that you are defining to your domain controller. So this IP address subnet, this domain controller available. This IP address subnet, this domain controller available. And it is proper format. You have created site and align this site with proper IP address. This is called site and subnet. Okay. So let's wait another picture. So guys, Rajdeep staying here in UK and Noor staying here in US. Now they have very good friendships. Now Rajdeep want to send one gift packet to Noor, right? They are calling each other over phone, everything is fine. But how Rajdeep know that Noor where he is located? Where is his address?
By calling.
By calling his phone. But if Noor is not telling you the proper address, will you able to send any packets?
No.
So now Noor tell you the address, and this address was set as IP site and subnet. If you create, because domain controller key, they will enforce the traffic. But while enforce the traffic, he will first to check any site and subnet defined or not. If it is defined, I will route this forward traffic to that particular subnet. Clear?
Means site and subnet basically stores the address.
Not address, site and subnet basically store the subnet of the domain controller available. Or else the replication will don't work. You got my point?
I can't get the sentence actually.
Okay, fine. Again I'm telling you, don't worry. So now you are staying here in UK and I am staying here in US, right? Now we are talking each other, that is fine. But apart from talking, let's say you want to visit my place or I want to visit your place. So what the thing is required? Address or your reachability address where I have to go. But if you, until and unless you provide your address, will I able to go? No?
No.
So this is site and subnet is just like a dictionary attached with Active Directory. Here also site and subnet, it's a dictionary attached with your Active Directory. Now in this site and subnet, you already defined sites along with domain controller along with subnets. Sites along with domain controller along with subnet. Okay. Hold on. So now this is a dictionary. You have mentioned site, subnet, IP. site subnet IP. Now you are mentioning, okay, Rajdeep Siddharth is staying here in this address. Okay, write it down, write it down, write it down. Siddharth is staying is write it. Now after that, you have very good connection between these two dictionary. Now anything you forward packets, that packet will coming through this dictionary to me. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Until and unless you proper create the subnet, the replication will work. Then packet will come, but you don't know where this packet coming. Maybe you are staying in UK, I am staying in India. The packet will go first Africa, and after that he is go to Egypt, then he go to the Japan, then he is retired, and then he is go to back to you. What does it mean? That means untuned network communication.
So, Siddharth, what I understand about this, that this store the destination address where to
destination map. Actually, Active Directory site and subnet, it's map. I mean, hold the map for entire subnets over entire domain controller over the subnets available. Clear?
Destination map of
the Active Directory site and service means it's kind of map of your other domain controller which is available on different sites.
So the network ID, we can say the also a path, right?
Exactly, because this is UK is the site, USA is the site, India is the site. Now how these sites communicate based on site link, right? Now how these site links work based on this IP address. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Noor, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah means what? It's deny or reject. Yeah means.
Siddharth, I want to tell you one thing. Actually, what happened in the starting, in the starting, only Noor told today my brain is and today class is so long.
I think we can discuss about the site and subnet next time completely detailed. 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, no worries. If you tell me 1 month's plate, I can with Active Directory site and subnet. No issue, guys. Okay, but if you want next classes, I have to decide. Then again, I am telling you. Okay, but please, forgive your head to understand. That's it. No worries. It is very critical topic. I understood because
You show the practical what you want to do is.
And especially for me, I don't have an IT background at all. So.
But listen, trust me, you do not have IT background, but you are smooth and practical than any of the other guys. I'm clearly telling you. Your practicals I watch, Noor practical I watch. They are deliberately purified quality practicals you are doing. So Rajdeep should be work like this. Okay. Just watch once Noor and Rajdeep, Mohammed will do the practical. Just watch the session how they are doing the deliberately. It's clearly they are everything on their heads. Some people I see have created domain controller, next is sleeping. That not sleeping, he watching video. Then again next step. Then again next step. But they guys, when they are doing practical, I must say that everything they are in heads. That is very good. Do like this. Now see, all three sides at DC will be placed. Clear? All this side DC will be placed. Now what happened? I have created sites. I have aligned subnet with the different sites. Now I am going to create site links. Okay. Now I am going to create sites link. So how I create the site link? Just go to there. From here there is an options called. Okay, not like that. Okay, just a minute.
We're going to click right click, yeah?
Enter site, yeah. No, this options IP. Okay, new site link. Now new site link, there is the option India, UK, US. So first route will be India to UK. So I am putting India and UK, first putting India and then UK, right? Click on OK. Next site link is, okay, let's first create the table.
Siddharth, this I don't understand. Both the India and UK together.
I'm telling you. Just
go back.
Don't worry. So just hear that this is UK, this is US, and this is Europe. Site link means don't conclude with the background network. Background network is different, site link is different. So I am first creating UK. Okay, let make it name. Okay.
Sapna is coming, I think.
Okay, so from UK to US I am creating link, then USA to India I am going to create link, then UK to India I am going to create link. So first route is, first what I have created?
UK to US.
No, first link I have to check it. First link is India to UK.
India to
Oh my god, why is my link? India to UK. So that means next is India to USA, right? New site links, India and US. So next is
USA to UK.
USA to UK. Now all the site link is completed successfully. Now it's a matter of certain time of replication. Once the replication complete, your all packet will move over the networks, right? Now how you know that your replication is complete? Just go to the command prompt and put the command rep admin /repl summary. This is the replication command. Now we'll see absolutely your replication working fine. In case of any error happen in middle of that, you will find a problem. There is no fail, there is no error.
Siddharth, can you elaborate this summary like 0/6 then again 0?
Okay, this is actually total updates. This is 610. This is the updates. You no need to worry about it. It is be ups and down. Just check fails or error. If there is 0 fails and error, then your 100% practical is completed successfully. Clear or not? Again, guys,
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's a very huge practical. If you tell me to do it on, if you tell me that to understand and discuss on next week, again I'm telling you. But before that, you have to do it hands-on. Because I'm telling you, being an Active Directory L3, I was fixed on replication problems, okay, and after that I directly promoted in this particular projects. Clear? Now your replication problem is solved.
Siddharth, if there is something issue from the networking, so that can be rectified by the networking, right?
In in case of any network, first you will how will you know that is the network problem? Definitely you have to know through the ping. Now if you are getting ping time response or something, then you have to inform your network team that I am getting ping time of RTO. Now in case any problem in the replication, so that is why Active Directory team every day morning they will check the health check, replication health check. Morning they have to, morning, afternoon and nights. Every 3 times they will do the replication health checks. Any problem in the replication, client will totally fire you. Okay.
So Siddharth, with the help of these command only we check, like repad.
Repadmin / REPL summary. Again I am telling this is very critical. So Rajdeep, new one, I am telling, you can join with all these guys. Just watch. Don't do the practical, but first watch with Noor. They can send watch with Mohammed. Third is Rajdeep, and last one, at the end of last you will do your own practical, and then Rajdeep will also help you. That will be the working summary. Okay.
Sure, sir.
So how you are enjoying the classes? It's boring. What is your feedback? Boring? Super boring?
Actually, the classes is really good for me, and it's really interesting for me. The thing is that, sir, the days as it gone, then definitely I will try to grab on it.
Yes.
Then it will be more interesting for me.
Exactly.
Whenever I am going to do by myself, then definitely it comes more interesting for me.
Okay. Then I would request you, so you have a time till Thursday, please watch your all pending videos.
Yes,
then,
actually this video session to understand it takes some time, but required to cover up last 4 sessions as well.
Please do it. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So Siddharth, this is practical over or something left now here?
No, it's over. It's over.
So Siddharth, when starting you told na कि whatever we create user, they will replicate in another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That part is left actually.
Okay. So now I am here. Yes, that's very good things he remembered. Good. So dsa.msc, I'm going to dsa.msc. Now he's telling if I create one users, how fast the user will be replicated. So let's say I'm creating one user, Azam. Azam, what is your background, BTech or you're from general qualifications?
I am BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application.
Excellent. You have your base is very good. Good.
Thank you.
Fine. Now Azam is created here. Let's see from other working domain controller. Now I have created one users and I want to see that how fast it is replicated. Okay. Now this replicated user over this one. Okay. So if I go to it is a different subnet actually. Over the different subnets is fast moving. So what the fast it is replicated, hopefully it will come. Initially it will take some time, but after that replication will work, it will be work very smoothly. But we can work machine with awesome. Okay, let's
No, so Siddharth, it's already site and link is created, so why it's taking time?
first time, no, it is the first time it is taking time. First time, because you have just built up. Now all these settings still not yet built up. You know, after some time, even I'm telling you, if I created here these users, but I can log in this India machine with awesome. I'm telling you. Just a minute. Just showing the log off. Replication going in the backend, but it is taking time to replicate. I mean, showing is. Now I'm going to awesome. See that? Then how come it is work? Then definitely it will work now. Windows cannot access the specific device path or file. You may not have the proper appropriate permission. Yes, because that permission not yet replicate. You got my point? So it will take some time. For the time being. For the time being, it will take some time. Then do one things, just check the site and subnet it again. Enter site transport. Okay. IP address. India I have created on UKDC, right? So in UKDC I will first go to the servers, then servers 2, okay, automatically generate India. So I'll just do the replicate now. If I do the replicate now, so let's see, hopefully it will be work.
That maybe this occur because I think we are doing it virtually in virtual machine. That's why.
Yeah, definitely it will be work because this is the overall network connectivity is mandatory. Okay, but while doing the subnet, because this router is not so fast like normal router, so it will take some
Yeah,
time.
and
Maybe the causes
because we are doing in virtual, that's why
exactly.
I think it's taking time.
It will take time, but in the real time it will not work. Because see that the replication is going on. That's what the user can log in, right? The user can log in. You got my point?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a virtual router. It is taking time.
Because in real physical router, everything is doing very fast in fast stage, right?
Yes.
It not take so much time.
Exactly.
We simply log in anywhere and it's log on.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not take time.
And also the first time it will take, because I just created that, and still apart from this user, many things have to replicate the settings and all, right? So that will create the blockage. That will create the blockage actually. So the next time you can, it will be work. So that's not an issue, big deal. So next day while you will do the practical, just check that because it will be work. Okay.
Yeah. Process we understand how to do, and replication is automatically done.
Yeah, is anything problem in the replication, that you will face that problem in the replication error. Okay. But until and unless you are facing problems, then you think that every find is okay.
Siddharth, one more thing. Just for example, if I receive some error here, okay.
Then you have to, sometime you might have to click the site link, do the registration, start the services, maybe RPC timeout happen, maybe kinds of site link broken, you have to recreate the site link, replicate now, many things have to do. So next day I will show you the troubleshooting pass of the replication. Okay?
Because troubleshooting is very mandate.
Yes.
Because the interviewer asks if you get receive error, so what you do in this case?
Exactly.
Then
Next day I will show you some replication troubleshooting. Okay? Because these machines I am just creating the I will not destroy these machines. So
yeah, it will help in next practical test, right?
just restore it, it will work. Okay guys, fine. So today is fair enough.
Yeah, thank you, Siddharth. Please share the video so
Sure.
I can watch today only, tomorrow also, and then do practice.
अब पूजा हो गया, प्रसाद तो मिलेगा ही सबको.